Yes. What, mine? My position? Oh, yeah, we're talking about topless sunbathing today because there was a mother who posted something on Mumsnet saying she was a bit offended that somebody was topless sunbathing when her children were around, and that got a debate going on there, and some people agreed with her, some people didn't. Eamon was just asking me my opinion. I have no problem with topless sunbathing, but I actually wouldn't want it around my young children. I think if you're a family resort...
What about it round your young husband?
Definitely. I wouldn't want it around my husband. That's one of the reasons, but we will talk about that during this debate, actually, because that is one of my reasons I don't want it around.
To debate that are the journalists and mums, Sonia Poulton and Shona Sibary. And welcome to both of you.
Thank you.
Sonia, you have no difficulty with this. You think with this Mumnet controversy and whatever it is, a lot of people getting worked up over what's very natural, do you think?
Yeah, it's not only natural, but the argument itself is actually outdated and archaic. 2 days ago, this argument was brought home very clearly to me. I'm walking my dog in the morning, as you do. 2 men bounced past me, topless. And I thought, if that was 2 women...
Sonia.
Yes, but it's a reality. It's sexist to suggest that it's OK for men to be topless and not women.
Sonia, I'm sorry, that is a ridiculous argument.
Why is it? Go on, tell me why.
There are many, many things that are natural. Would you be happy for your daughter to be on a sun lounger in a family resort next to my husband with his genitals out? That's natural. Genitals are natural.
That is not the debate. That is not the debate. No, let's stick with the debate. Let's stick with the debate.
It's natural to have sex. No.
The debate is simple. Is it OK to sunbathe topless on sort of family holidays?
But then you're comparing it, saying a man can sunbathe topless,
yes.
but the top of a man's body isn't considered
sexual.
To be sexual.
And that's the problem. And that is the problem. A body is not only sexual, it's also functional. I breastfed my daughter with my breasts. No, hold on a second. The problem is that we have not only objectified women, we've sexualised them. The truth is that we've got to be allowed to sunbathe topless if we wish to. I'm not talking about inappropriate behaviour. I'm not talking about simulating sex on the beach or anything like that. Of course it's not, and yours is an outdated and outmoded...
Excuse me, Sonia, could I just say something? Let me say something here. You, I presume, would be against page 3. You would see that as sexualisation. So why, if you're for women walking around with their tops off...
Why did you just make that
assumption? So you're
pro
page 3?
No, here's the thing. I'm pro whatever a woman wants to do. If a woman wants to do that, that's absolutely fine. It's her body.
Listen.
Right,
I like an even tan line as much as any other woman. And I have no problem with women sunbathing topless, but we are talking about a family resort, and there are codes of behaviour, otherwise society would break down. Now, in the same way that, you know, a family resort may say don't wear shorts in the buffet, because it's all about respecting other people's dignity and modesty. Now, if we don't have these lines and boundaries in society, we would all do exactly what we wanted all the time. Right. And obviously we can't do that. Now, I can't take my children somewhere else to swim if I've chosen to go on a family holiday with a swimming pool. That woman sunbathing topless could go to her balcony and sunbathe topless there. She could go to a beach where there are many other adults and a wide expanse of space. I can't go somewhere with my children when I've paid for a family holiday around the pool. And it's all about respecting your normal might be different from someone else's normal.
You are raising your children to have an issue with body, and you shouldn't. Here's the thing.
Absolutely not doing that.
Hold on a second, because I just heard you out. Here's the thing. Attitudes have to change. If they didn't, we'd still be shoving children up chimneys to sweep them. So attitudes have to change. It's a natural evolution and progression.
But you take my point that woman sunbathing topless can go somewhere else to do it, because it actually might make my son, my teenage son, uncomfortable. He's in the middle of puberty.
Breasts are not weapons of mass destruction.
With the
but they are
considered
a sexual part of a woman's body by men. So can I just say? So Eamon asked me just before we came on. Yeah. Well, actually, where do you stand on this? So I have no problem with women sunbathing topless. However, I think in an enclosed space in a family resort. Right. With couples and children, men cannot help looking at women's naked breasts, OK? So however much self-control they have. If I was sunbathing and a woman was very close to our family topless, Eamon would either be feeling very awkward and trying to look away from her, or if he was looking, I would have an issue with it. I know I would.
Here's the thing.
And it causes a problem.
I put this up on my Facebook, and actually I can address that, and it's very interesting. Somebody actually commented on that from a man's perspective, and it was very interesting. He said, one, he would be jealous of other men looking at his partner, And then there is the issue that are women jealous of their partner looking at it? Here's the thing.
Yeah, I would
My behaviour cannot be affected just because a man gets an arousal. That's not my business. That's a man's business.
It's about having respect for the people around you. It's selfish that you would impose that view. It is.
Shona,
listen, Sonia.
You sound like you were born in the dark ages.
I wasn't.
Get up to speed.
If it's so normal, why? This is a family show. Take your top off now and show your boobs.
Be ridiculous.
Exactly. Don't be ridiculous.
You're being ridiculous.
No, I'm not. If it's naturally normal, do that.
Instagram and see people going full frontal.
Yeah, actually, Sonia, it is a valid point. It is a valid point. It is a valid point. You're saying it's a perfectly natural thing to do. Men can do it anywhere, OK? So I go on holiday and I see men in a supermarket with their shorts and no top. I go to the beach bar and a man is sitting there with no top. So would you be comfortable then that a woman could get up from her sun lounger, walk up to the beach bar, sit there topless, have her lunch, go to the hotel shop?
Raised that issue. I'm really glad you've raised that, because you talked about norms within a situation, and society is governed by norms largely, absolutely. So there would be norms within topless sunbathing. Like I say, this is not about simulating sex on the beach. It's not about jangling other men's faces or anything like that. This is about sunbathing. Why is everybody losing the plot about
breasts? If it makes other people... Now, listen, my children, my teenagers...
It's not about other people, Shona.
It's like saying to your teenage girls, don't walk down the high street with your bottoms hanging out of a pair of skimpy denim shorts, because some people might be offended by that. It's about all living together in society and accepting...
You're such a hypocrite.
No, I'm not.
You told a story exactly about your daughter doing that.
Yes,
so
and I don't agree with it.
But she still did it.
Well, of course, but the point is you have to protect teenagers, and at the moment the internet is awash with pornography.
You're not
listen to me.
Them by
listen
telling
to
them
what
that
I'm
breasts
saying.
Are something to fear.
And I think we should be compartmentalising that sort of thing from our everyday lives. You know, women are objectified all the time online, and I don't particularly want... And actually, it's not about me. It's about my children. My teenagers are horrified
when
they see my...
Let me just reflect what's coming in. Charlotte Robin Barraclough. It depends on the age of the children. Toddlers couldn't care less about naked bodies, but I think teenagers could be mortified, particularly if their parents sunbathe topless in company.
Why would you want to do that to your child? It's embarrassing for them.
It's, you know, the thing is that I haven't actually in many recent years, not least because of the sun. But the truth is, vitamin D. Let's also look at the health aspect.
Oh, come on, you're clutching at straws.
No, I'm not clutching at straws. You are living the dark ages, Shona, but that's hardly surprising.
I'm not living the dark ages. I'm living in a society where you just cannot impose your will just because you think it's
OK, let me ask you this. Say we all went on holiday, Sonia. If we all went on holiday today, and I include the crew in here, Pete and Ken...
I'm looking at you all.
And we all decided to go whatever, you know, who would be embarrassed, just with a show of hands here, at seeing the ladies on the couch here topless? Would you be somewhat embarrassed? Anybody embarrassed?
My son has
surprisingly, no. Nobody.
My son has got his hands up. Thank you. This is a forward-thinking crew. I'm so grateful to see it.
But they're all perverts, every one of them. No, I know the way they're looking at my wife here.
And still, it doesn't matter. They can be as perverse as they want. The truth is, if a woman wants to go topless, she has an absolute right to, as long as she does it with...
Sonia, it's just a pity you didn't make your case more forcibly, but thank you very much indeed for being here. Shona, thank you very much indeed.
Quite mixed,
we are back. We are talking. We're staying on holiday. We're talking about...